I booked my bounce back trip with Mama and Auntie Judy, and they have given me more attention in the last couple weeks than my other travel agent did in an entire year already. So I am very happy working with them. They're amazing. I always have some sort of...
Well, I think you're amazing, Allison, and I think all of our listeners are going to be amazed this week when we go geeking on Walt Disney World.
Are you ready for a fun-filled hour of food favorites, resort hopping, and hanging out with Disney World geeks? It's now time to go geeking on Walt Disney World. Here's our dad and co-host. Hollywood was impressed with his performance in crowd scenes at the Indiana Jones stunt show. He never misses an 11 a.m. margarita at the Mexican Pavilion. And Mike Wazowski is still raving about his performance as that guy over at Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Curtis Stone.
Welcome home, Disney World geeks. This week we have a DisneyMoon trip report from Allison Lee that is full of trip tips on episode 264 of the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast. I am your Geekin' Family Podfather, Curtis Stone, and we are the family-friendly father-daughter podcast, also featuring Mama, Auntie Judy, Soul Sister Holly, cousins Jen and EJ. Our Geekin' family will feed your passion for Walt Disney World by sharing our experiences and opinions, as well as others from our community of passionate Walt Disney World geeks. I'm so excited you're here with us listening to our show. Geeky Disney people are awesome, and we consider you family, part of our Geekin' family. Join us every Monday as we share travel tips, resort reviews, and lots of food talk through our live trip reports, interviews with our Geekin' family members about their trips, and special guest roundtables on fun Disney World topics from Geekin' family members all around the world. We take pride in the awesome and positive community in our Geekin' family, so come join us to share in our love for Walt Disney World and each other. And I bet you'll learn something to try on your next vacation. If you're listening to podcasts to plan your Disney vacation, we're Disney travel experts and independent travel agents with Fairy Tale Concierge. Fairy Tale Concierge is an authorized Disney vacation planner agency. Disney World can be an overwhelming vacation to plan, so let Mama and Auntie Judy explain it all to you and help you create a great plan with fast passes, dining reservations, and tips on the best rooms and resorts in Disney World. Join our mail list, the Geekin' Gazette, and stay up to date with the latest promotions and info. Then when you're ready, just go to our website, geekinonwdw.com/advice to request our personalized help. Hey geeks, this episode we have a fun conversation with Allison Lee, who shares her recent DisneyMoon to Walt Disney World. Allison is another amazing Disney super geek from our Geekin' family. I should not be surprised. Why am I still surprised that we have so many great people in our Geekin' family? She did so much research, and this episode is loaded with trip tips. This is the first time that we've recorded on cell phones. I got a little gadget here in the studio that helped me to do that. So don't ever be afraid to come on the show. We've got lots of ways to bring you on, do the recording. She's very honest in her opinions, and yet she's very positive tone all the way throughout this episode. I love it. Yeah, we go over to Port Orleans French Quarter. First time that she's actually stayed on property. I tell my lizard story. She tells us all about the restaurant, buses, and reviews the resort. Allison loves Halloween. She tells us all about her favorite snacks. She learned, I think, about some of those by listening to the podcast. We have a competition around here. It's the Dole Whip versus Citrus Swirl, and she weighs in on that competition. Oh, I'm so excited. Another Ohana fangirl. Yay. I love when my Ohana is liked by my listeners. Tells us about some other restaurants she had meals at, including Sanaa, Raglan Road, Be Our Guest, the Sci-Fi. She goes down to Disney Springs and checks out the Coke store, which is one that I definitely want to try when I'm down there in January. She has many firsts on this trip because she hasn't been to all the parks before. She had only been to 2 of the parks in the past. get ready for a scandalous opinion from Animal Kingdom, but I think some of you geeks will understand. You know, she loves Halloween, so she had to do the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. She tells us some great stories, including the first time that she went on Splash Mountain, her Baymax plush story. She really is a big fan of the dessert parties and tells us all about the Frozen Ever After party. And she does do, I think, the other one in Magic Kingdom. She also has an opportunity to go over to the Halloween Horror Nights at Universal, and that's awesome. Then she finishes up with just an amazing amount of great trip tips. I'm so excited she booked her bounce back trip with us. She's going back in December next year, and she gives our travel agency the best unsolicited endorsement ever. And I just love the enthusiasm in Allison's voice. It's sustained throughout this entire conversation. Now, let's go on Allison's DisneyMoon and learn some great tips on enhancing our trips to Disney World. Well, sometimes it's hard to get a hold of me, and I'm so excited my next guest was patient with me. I had some problems last week, but she's here and we're ready to do her trip report. Let's bring her on. She tries to see Disney fireworks at every possible opportunity with as many dessert parties as she can afford. Love that. She created and completed the Magic Kingdom Ice Cream Float Challenge in one afternoon. I don't know what that is, so I'm going to ask her definitely what that's all about. And she aspires to decorate her entire house like the Haunted Mansion. You sound like Mama. She loves the Haunted Mansion. Please give a warm Geekin' family welcome to Allison Lee. Hey, Allison.
Hi, Kurt. Hi, geeks.
How is it? I'm so sorry that we missed each other a couple times, and it was all my fault. Thank you for being patient with me.
No problem.
Are you excited to do a trip report?
So excited. Do I get the Kermit yay?
You will. You know, that always comes in post-production, just to let you know.
Yeah, I figured that. Did you know I used to think it was Holly's voice doing that?
No, but I love that. I'm sure she'll be proud of that. I'm going to tell her tomorrow. We're going to record a show tomorrow night with Lindsay. Well, how long have you been listening to the podcast?
About a year and a half.
Excellent. We were just chit-chatting before we hit the recorder, and you were saying you noticed our community's been growing, hasn't it?
Yeah, and especially on Facebook community. That's been great.
Well, when was your trip?
It was in October. We went for 7 nights.
So that's not that far, like towards the end of October, was it? Yeah.
Kind of by the beginning. We started on Columbus weekend.
Yeah. And were you celebrating anything on this trip?
Yes, it was our honeymoon.
A Disney moon.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much. We've been talking about Disney ever since we got together, and we finally made it happen.
Nice. And are you still married?
Yes, we're still married.
Even better. Awesome. Well, you had a great start. I love doing Disney moons. I always laugh at Disney moon because when I first heard that, I didn't know what it meant. One of my listeners told me, it's like, boy, when I was growing up, mooning was a whole different thing. And I don't think that's what they're saying. That's what I was saying in my head. Wow. So who went on this trip?
So it was me and my husband, of course. My parents also went, but they stayed at a different resort. I think I got excited planning that they decided they needed to go to Disney too. So we stayed at French Quarter and they stayed at Pop Century. And I thought it was the perfect balance between having our Disney moon and then also being able to meet up with them for dinner or for a fast pass here or there. Nice. So it was a really good balance. We didn't feel stifled, but we still got to spend time with family.
I love that. Do you like going on vacation with family?
I love it. I love family vacations.
I do too. I love bringing as many people as I possibly can and meeting up with as many listeners as I can now too. I love that too. Let's see. Well, let's talk about Port Orleans French Quarter. Had you stayed there before?
No, this is my first time staying on property. So this is like my introduction to Disney Resort.
Oh, wow. What's been your history with Disney World? Yeah. Tell us how many times you've been.
I went when I was very young, and then I did another trip with extended family in 2010-ish.
Okay.
But we stayed off property, and we just went for a few days. And then a few years ago, I went down to Florida, and we were actually going with my aunt to Universal trip, but I conned my family into going to Disney for a day. It was my parents and my aunt. And I just said, there's a lot of free things to do at Disney. We should probably go over there to see what we can see over there. And then I got to the ticket and transportation center. We're so close, and we could just buy a ticket and go in. So I actually got them to go to Magic Kingdom for a day.
Perfect. So you've been a fan of Disney World for a long time. Why'd you pick that for your honeymoon?
The Port Orleans French Quarter, or just Disney in general?
Yeah, just Disney in general.
Because I wanted to go back. We were just so excited to take a trip, and it was something that there were so many resources to plan.
Nice.
So I was really excited.
Well, this was your first time on property. What'd you think of Port Orleans French Quarter?
It was so beautiful.
Why did you pick that one? Why did you pick it?
Usually on vacations, I've always done camping growing up, so I always want to spend the least amount of money on a resort or a hotel as possible.
Yeah.
So I was looking at all of the value resorts, but then I was like, for a honeymoon, I should probably not be around a million kids and family. We kind of wanted a quieter resort. So I was looking at all of the moderates, and this one just seemed the best in terms of like, there's no bad rooms. Everyone said it's really small, really quiet. So I thought that would be a great place to start.
Did our podcast influence you, or at least tell you that you picked the right one?
Yeah, I chose it before I really heard you guys talking about it a lot, but then I was like, okay, confirmed. I thought it was a great choice.
Yeah. A lot of our listeners that come on the show talk about this. We're actually, Mama and I are staying there for 9 nights with Auntie Judy and Ken this coming January. So I've never stayed at the French Quarter. I stayed at the Riverside before, but yeah, I'm excited to try. I've been over there to the food court just to try things out. All right. So what are some of the best features then of the French Quarter?
So the resort's actually pretty small overall. We kind of got one of the rooms on the outer edge, and it was really quick to get to the main lobby. So I wasn't tired walking around at the end of a long day at all.
Nice.
And they also have a boat that goes down to Disney Springs, which was great. So instead of taking the bus there, you can just hop on the boat.
Yes, I love that feature. I'm reading you sent me your notes, so I love it when you guys do a trip report me and send your notes. But right next to that, Disney Springs says lizards. What do you mean by lizards?
I think that's just a Florida thing. But my husband, when I was going through this with him, he said I needed to mention that the little lizards that are in Florida, they were like always waiting outside of our hotel room. So he thought that was worth a mention.
We still talk about that all the time, and we're fascinated by the little lizards. Did you hear my story in the hot tub at Bay Lake Tower with Mama?
No.
Well, she would never hurt a fly. Like if a spider, maybe a German thing too, but any kind of creature gets in our house, she has to escort them out the door, and she'll never squish one. So we're in the hot tub at Bay Lake Tower. Mom's in the middle between Judy and I turn around, I go, oh, look at one of those little lizards. And Mama turns around, and just as she turns around, the lizard eats a spider. I love that story.
Oh, no.
I love that story. Oh, there's the circle of life right there.
I guess, right.
Yeah, we always comment about the little guys are funny. All right. And how about the room? What'd you think of the room?
It was great. It was one of the renovated rooms. I think all of them are renovated there, maybe.
Okay.
But that means no carpet. I loved it without the carpet. I hate carpet. And also the beds are high enough now that you can fit the luggage underneath. So we unpacked the first day and just, lived there. Everything was out of the way.
Nice. So did you guys go kind of full stink, or did you take your time, or a little bit of each?
We were so busy. We averaged like 50,000 steps a day, like 4 to 6 hours night sleep. We were going all day long.
Well, how long did you go for?
We went for 7 nights in kind of 8 days.
Yeah, perfect. So did you try some food there at the resort? That's a good quick service, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a great quick service, although I don't have much to compare it to in terms of resort quick services. But I really liked it. We ate there mostly for breakfast. They had a lot of options, and there wasn't a lot of lines. But again, we went really early, so there weren't many people out and about at that time.
Did you try any?
We had lunch there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Did you try any beignets?
Lunch there one day, and we had beignets for breakfast one day. That was great.
I was just chatting with someone, and they said, I know you guys always talk about the beignets, but the French toast there is absolutely fabulous, and they dream about it since they left.
We didn't try that one.
What's
to go back for French toast?
What's chicory coffee?
It's just, I don't know. It's some sort of New Orleans thing.
Okay.
My dad used to get it. It's the Café du Monde coffee.
Okay.
It's really good anyway. It's like really rich. So they had that. You can get it with your breakfast. It was great.
Does Joffrey's make it, do you know?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
All right. Joffrey's is the brand that is all over the resorts and parks these days. Matter of fact, my good friend Nancy Matthews sent me up some of that resort coffee that you get in the rooms. I was just looking at it. I took a picture and posted in the Facebook group just before we got on. How was the bus transportation from there?
The buses were great. There weren't a ton of people at the resort. I mean, we saw people walking around, but we were always able to get on the first bus. There's only one bus stop at French Quarter. So we were able to get on there the first thing and get right over to the parks or wherever we wanted to go.
Perfect. So would you stay on property again, or are you going to go off property next time?
I think there's no other way to do it. You have to stay on property.
Yeah. What's some of the benefits of staying on property, Allison?
I just loved that you could get off the plane and you were like instantly whisked away on the Magical Express, and it really was just all inclusive. Everything was already figured out for you. You didn't have to worry about sitting in traffic or parking or directions or anything. Nice. And it's just completely magical, like all day, every day. It was amazing.
That's a good way to put it. It's magical. Did you take advantage of any of the extra magic hours?
We did, yes, a few days.
Nice.
We did more of the morning one. We were pretty booked for our evening, so we had to see a lot of fireworks. We also went to Universal for Halloween Horror Night because my husband and I are totally into Halloween, so we wanted to go down there and do all of the Orlando Halloween things we could.
Oh, good. You know what? Hold on to that thought. We're going to talk about extras when we get down into...
All right.
Perfect. All right. Yes. We love talking about eating. Allison, do you?
Of course. That's one of my favorite things about the podcast. I'm also amazed at how many snacks I had on my list to try. She's like, how do you know about all of them? I'm like, I've been researching for years.
So, all right. Well, we're talking about snacks. What were some of your favorite snacks? Did you try some of the ones we've been recommending?
Yeah. Of course, we had to try the Dole Whip float, and we had to try that against the citrus swirl.
All right. So which camp are you in?
We liked the Dole Whip, both of us, actually.
All right. You're in the Dole Whip camp, I guess.
Yeah. So my husband thought that the citrus swirl was too much like the can of orange juice, like concentrate. But I was like, that's not a bad thing. I don't know. It was good. We enjoyed both, but the Dole Whip was the best, I think.
You know what? I hadn't really tried the floats at all until my last trip, and I gotta say, I am a big fan of the floats. I like the citrus swirl better, I think. They're both, you're right, I think they're both very good. But yeah, I really like the floats. Something, I described it, you know when you dig into the ice cream and there's a hole there, and then all the soda kind of filled into the middle.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah, well, tell me about another one.
So that brings me, I had in my intro that I created and then completed the Magic Kingdom Float Challenge. Yeah. And this was just, we found ourselves for an afternoon just going from one float stand to another. So we were floating around Magic Kingdom. So we had the Dole Whip float, and then we had a citrus swirl, and then we went over to the Storybook Treats and had the Peter Pan float.
Oh, yeah. What'd you think of the Peter Pan float?
It was great. I really like the lime soft serve. That is really fantastic. But I have to say, Dole Whip float wins because it comes with the pineapple juice instead, and I like that better than the Sprite in the Peter Pan one.
She's very particular, guys.
I know.
The Peter Pan float is we were really excited about that one. It's a new one, and I think at first we were hearing that it was going to be just for the summer, but I thought I heard a rumor that that's going to stay. I don't know. Don't quote me.
Yeah,
on
they
that.
seem to still have it.
Yeah. that's maybe the popularity of it. Just they're hearing good things about it. So, that is perfect for that land there. I love it when they have little treats that kind of are specific to one spot. They don't have to be all over the place. It's kind of fun to find out. You know what?
Yeah.
What I would add, I like your Magic Kingdom float challenge. I would add the milkshake of the month over at the plaza too. That would be a good way to have some great snacks.
All right, challenge accepted. I'll have that on the list for next time.
Are you an ice cream girl?
Yes, of course. It's my favorite dessert.
Me too. All right. I see some more here. Not So Poison Apple Cupcake.
Yes, that's amazing. That was at the Starbucks in Magic Kingdom, and that was just for the Halloween season, the fall season. So it was this big, it was like apple spice cake, and then it had, I think, pecan praline brittle something on top of it, and then it had a giant dome of buttercream on top, and then like crackled candy around the outside. It was pretty insane.
I'm not even following you, but it sounds, it sounds like something Disney would do.
Lots of sugar. Lots and lots of sugar.
Awesome. Tell me some more. I know you got a couple more here.
So we also did food and wine. Our favorites were the phosphorescent flight, which was like 3 slushies, and they each came with a glow cube, which I've been drinking everything with a glow cube now that I have them.
That's great. I think I've seen this. Phosphorescent flight. Where'd you get those?
That was at the Light Lab. I don't even know where that is. Kind of like not in World Showcase.
Oh. Wow.
I don't know how to describe it to get there, but
I love slushies, so they had different flavors there for you to mix and
yeah, there were
match.
like 3 different flavors, and I think they originally had them in that big like beaker thing, but then they ran out of beakers, so they made it a flight. But that was okay with me because we both split them.
I love you're a fan of slushies too. That's awesome. All right.
It was so hot down there.
Yeah.
I chose October because I thought it was going to be like 80s, 70s, 80s. No, it was like 91, 92 every day and humid.
I know we're into November, and I'm here getting reports that it's still pretty warm down in the Florida. Wow. What about did you eat anything? Like, did you have a solid meal down there?
So we were on the dining plan, so we had lots of meals.
What were your favorites?
Ohana was my absolute favorite.
Yay! I'm so glad to hear that because, you hear me talking about it all the time, but just because it's my favorite doesn't mean it's going to be everybody's favorites. I put my neck out there, so
yeah,
I'm always glad.
I'm totally with you.
Why is Ohana?
It's one of the best meals of his life.
Oh, your husband said that?
Yes.
I love it. Tell me why Ohana is so great.
So I just like that you can sit at the table and they just like keep bringing food to you, and you can eat as much of whatever as you want. So they've got the noodles, which were fantastic. The dumplings, the pot stickers were amazing.
Right.
And they have the sauce that you can dip it in. And then like right when you're getting full with all of that stuff, they have gigantic skewers of like roasted meats and shrimp. And I don't know if it was a mistake, but I told the server that I really like shrimp. So he put like 15 of them on my plate. And it was like, okay, I guess I have to eat these all.
They have no shame, right?
No. And they'll just keep bringing it. That chicken was so good.
How about the bread?
I didn't love the bread. I thought it was okay.
Okay.
But then the bread pudding at the end was fantastic.
The salad, too, I like, and the vegetables.
I know. I tried not to fill up on that stuff. I knew there was other stuff coming.
You're killing me. I know it. It's so awesome. I love it, especially if you love meat on an open flame. It's got to be.
Yeah, it was delicious.
It's a fun place to go, too.
It is. I recommend it to everybody. We're going to try and go there every time we go to Disney.
Not a bad idea. All right. Give me another one.
So we also went to Sanaa on our last day, and that one is over at Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Right.
It was awful to try to get there. It is just like...
Sure.
We took the boat to Disney Springs, and then we took a bus from Disney Springs to Animal Kingdom Lodge. It says leave an hour and a half before you get to your reservation.
Yeah.
We got there like 2 hours later, and we were so late for our reservation, but they were like, it's okay, it's okay. So they were very accommodating.
It is out of the way.
Great. Oh my gosh, it's so far out of the way, but it was so worth it.
It's in Kidani, so you got the Kidani, which is the DVC section of the lodge. It's really a separate section from the lodge. Yeah. So, So what did you like about Sanaa?
Okay. So what everybody has to get at Sanaa is the bread service. It was like life-changing amazing. It comes with 5 different pieces of naan bread, and it was like the softest, most pillowy naan bread I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
And then it comes with 9 different sauces that go with it. So there's like spicy sauces, tzatziki, mango chutney. There's like 9 different things that you can try. We ate all 5 pieces of naan bread.
You filled up on bread, huh?
Yep. And then we had the meal. So then there was like this whole other meal to go on top of it. And on the dining plan, you got like 3 different smaller dishes. So I had like seafood curry and another shrimp dish. And I think I got paneer something. And with rice, it was great, but I was so full. But then, of course, on the dining plan, you have to get dessert.
Right.
So we got the dessert. My husband got something with like coffee. There was like a bunch of different layers of coffee and cake and cream. And I got the Spice Trade candy bar, which was so delicious. It was like apricot and chai whipped cream, chocolate, all of that stuff. It was great.
Now, Sanaa, I think I know what style it is, but tell everybody, what kind of restaurant would you categorize it as?
It's like Indian and African kind of fusion mixed together.
Yeah.
If you like adventurous flavors, you'll love it. If you like Indian food, you'll be at home.
That's right. Everyone raves about the bread service. I love dipping sauces too. Yeah, I'm with you. All right.
I think next time I go, I will just go get the bread service and dessert. The lunch was great, but it was like way too much food. So I think I'll stick to the bread and dessert.
Now, you only wrote down a couple of restaurants, but if you were on the meal plan, you must have had some more. Did you have any other favorites from this week?
We did a whole bunch of things. We did Hoopty Doo Review our first night in. So that was a fun way to start everything.
Nice.
And we also did Raglan Road.
Oh, tell me about.
Fun. Although we had to leave before they had the music, so we didn't get to experience too much of that. But the food was great.
What'd you have for food there? I haven't eaten there a dinner. I've only been there for drinks.
I think I had salmon, like a cedar plank salmon, and mashed potatoes and vegetables, and that was really good.
Excellent. So good food. You remember what your husband had?
Let's see. I was too interested in my food. I don't know. He probably got something steak.
We don't talk to each other when we're eating, right?
Yeah, right. Like, don't touch my food.
Everybody's like talking in before the food gets there, and then it gets there, and it's like Disney is such a place of extremes, isn't it? You're like starving one minute and you're stuffed the next.
Oh my goodness, that is so true. And always tired.
You're always tired, right?
Yeah.
All right. How about quick service? You have any favorite quick service?
Yes, the best one was Be Our Guest. That was an amazing quick service.
Perfect. What was so good about Be Our Guest?
The food was great. I felt like I was getting away with something, that this was a quick service credit. Yeah. I got the tuna niswa salad, so it was like tuna and some potatoes and a bunch of vegetables. It was really amazing, very fresh, very healthy. Nice. So I enjoyed that very much. But the ordering was kind of weird. I mean, I don't want to complain too loudly because I really feel so lucky that it's a quick service credit.
Yeah.
You go in and stand in this big, long line, and then you have to order on these little touchpad kiosks.
Yeah.
There was like a cast member there to assist me doing it. And then we wanted to also get dessert because French pastries are amazing. So I had to order separately for the dessert since it was a snack credit. And then you go to your table. So you like find your table, and the cast members come over to serve you, but they served our desserts first. But they only gave my parents their dessert, and then ours were missing somewhere, and then they gave us our meal, and then we had to ask somebody where our desserts were. So it was a really weird ordering situation, but again, I don't want to complain too loudly. I hope they keep it a quick service credit forever.
Yeah, a little bit chaotic, right?
Definitely chaotic, but it was a great experience.
Good. We had the French dip. Were you there for lunch or dinner?
We went for lunch.
Yeah. That's what we did too. Perfect. Sci-fi. Did you do
Yeah, we did the sci-fi dine-in at Hollywood Studios, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you never did that before?
No, I had never been to Hollywood Studios at all, so everything was new to me there.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Yeah, what did you think of sci-fi?
It was great. I liked the atmosphere a lot. That was a blast. One of Dan and my favorite things to do was just like sitting and watching old horror movies or cheesy sci-fi movies. So this was perfect.
Yes.
And the food was really good, but the service wasn't great. She was kind of grumpy, our server, but the atmosphere was really great.
Yeah, it sometimes happens. I know what you mean. I love that place. And you guys, adult trip, did you do any lounges?
Well, we don't actually really drink alcohol.
Okay.
So we didn't do any lounges per se, but we did the first day we got to Disney Springs. We did go to that Coke store that's like 3 levels.
Yeah.
And at the very top, they have like a little lounge bar thing. So I got a Diet Coke with lime and mint, which was really fantastic. And I don't want to drink that Diet Coke any other way.
That's a pretty cool place. It's like up on top there, you can see over all through Disney Springs.
Yeah, it was really pretty up there.
Nice. Yes, I would like to try that. I have not tried that. Heard about it. That is great. All right. Well, you did a lot for the first time. Tell us more of what you did for the first time.
So it was like most things because it was our first time staying on property. It was my first time in 2 of the parks. I had never been to Hollywood Studios or Animal Kingdom before. And we also did the Halloween party and the Halloween Horror Nights at Universal. So it was a lot of new stuff.
Oh, so tell me, what was your favorite part of Hollywood Studios?
Let's see. I guess it would be Rock and Roller Coaster was awesome.
Do you love the roller coasters?
Yes, I do. Except for the Expedition Everest one was a little much for me.
Going backwards, right?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I just had no idea what was going on.
Well, did you do Tower of Terror?
Yeah, we did Tower of Terror. I didn't love it.
Oh,
actually.
No, how come?
I felt like the theming was really cool all the way until you got to the dropping part. And then it was just, I felt like I was getting thrown everywhere. And what's the point of this? And please make it stop.
Yeah, I think that is the point.
I guess.
All right. You must be a fan of the Twilight Zone, though, right?
Yes, definitely.
If you like the old horror stuff, that is a classic.
Yeah, my husband more so than me for the Twilight Zone. But.
All right. Rock and Roller Coaster. Any other favorites did you do Toy Story?
Yeah, we did all the Toy Story things. So we rope dropped Blinky Dog, and I think that was kind of a mistake. I think what people have been saying is to not do that. Try to just get your Fast Pass for Slinky Dog if you at all want to ride it, and instead rope drop the other 2, Toy Story Mania and the Alien Swirling Saucers.
Yeah,
we did end up standing in the line for a pretty long time. That was like one of my longest lines. It was about 45 minutes to an hour at rope drop.
Yeah, not too bad, actually. I think we experienced about the same thing. We saw 90 minutes when the first time we bypassed it, and we ended up doing like 45 minutes, 50 minutes. That's not too bad, actually, for a new ride.
Not too bad, but I feel like that's too long to wait for that ride. I enjoyed it and everything, but it was just like,
Yeah, it's because it's new. It's because it's new.
Yeah.
It'll be like that.
I guess so.
It'll be like that till Star Wars opens.
I was so grumpy that morning because we stood in that really long line for Slinky Dog, and then my first Fast Pass was Toy Story Mania, so we headed over there, and they were like down, except for they were letting some people through. They said Fast Pass would be like 30-minute wait.
Ooh.
So it's like, okay, I guess we'll do it. The new queue is air conditioned. We'll be fine. It ended up being almost an hour for the Fast Pass.
Ooh, yeah.
And then I go to my next Fast Pass, which was Tower of Terror, and that was down. I was just like, nothing is working.
Oh, I hate when that happens. I'm sorry.
I know. So I was like, what's the fix-it? The Muppet. So we went to the Muppet Show. And then everything was good.
Excellent. What was your favorite of Animal Kingdom for going there for the first time?
Let's see. I guess my favorite was, you know what, this is kind of weird. This is the river journey, the Navi River journey.
Yeah.
I think I liked better than Flight of Passage. I know that's very scandalous to say.
Yeah, people like the thrill rides, and they're loving, the thrill seekers are loving Flight of Passage. I think to the point where they're saying it's their favorite in all of Disney World. But yeah, what'd you love about the Navi River ride? Yeah, give some love to it.
It was so relaxing. It was great. It was such a hot day, and you go in, and it's just absolutely gorgeous all the way around you.
Yeah.
The detail they put into stuff, it was crazy. They had like projections on logs that made it look like bugs were actually walking around. They had like moving mobile type things that would like spin and come down, and the black light. It was great. I loved it so much.
Mama, I think Judy, they would be happy if Disney World did only dark boat rides and dark rides in Disney World. They'd be perfectly happy. So they're on.
So great.
Yeah. Hey, tell me.
That's why I love Disney, because it has both, right?
Yeah.
So Universal has like a lot of thrill rides, but Disney has both. So you can go on your thrill rides, and then you can relax on the other one.
Absolutely, I agree. Now, the Halloween party, because you guys are big fans of Halloween. What'd you think of Disney's Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party?
It was so amazing. I loved it so much.
Oh, good.
I wish it was so much longer.
It's like 6 hours, though, isn't it?
I know, and we wanted it to be longer, or I wanted it to be longer. By the end, my husband was falling asleep on his feet, but he was like, I'm going to stay awake. I'm going to do this for you. I can stay awake. We can see the midnight Hocus Pocus show.
That's when it ends, right after that?
Yep. We stayed till they kicked us out, essentially.
So what did you do at the Halloween party?
We did some of everything except for the characters. I just couldn't rationalize standing in line for that long for characters, even though they are super cool, and I love all the pictures that people have. I just, we hadn't been to Disney together ever, so we really wanted to prioritize the trick-or-treating, the shows, and the rides.
Did you get a lot of candy?
So much candy. My backpack was full.
I love that part. Yeah, we prioritize that the same way. You said it perfectly. You got to either do the characters or not do anything else, I think, because of the lines.
I know.
Sad.
I know. And for some people, they go more often, and I think they really enjoy doing that, and it's great. So if that's your thing, do it. But it's a lot of standing in one place. Yeah. When we were running around, getting candy, going on so many rides that night, because the wait for most of them, 20 minutes or less.
Yeah. Did you see the parade?
We saw the parade, but I didn't actually love it.
Wow, right. What's the matter with the parade?
I don't know. Halloween's my thing, and I just want it to be like all villains, all Haunted Mansion all the time. And then, Wreck-It Ralph characters came through. It smelled like candy. That's cool. I guess that's okay, because Halloween candy, whatever. I know they've got the new movie coming out. But then it turned into the cow and the chickens, and I guess it's like harvest stuff, but I don't know. That was a bit much. I did not enjoy that part. It was like, bring back my villains.
Did you see the horseman, the headless horseman?
You know what? We got there like 5 minutes before the parade started, because we wanted to ride Haunted Mansion during the party. So we were like, you know what? We're going to skip the headless horseman, and we'll just see what we can see when we get off.
Did you notice any of the enhancements in the attractions?
My dad did the Space Mountain one in the dark, but he said he does not recommend it.
Scary, right?
He just said it was like too jarring. It kind of made him feel sick, and
you
couldn't enjoy anything. You couldn't see anything. So, but we didn't do that, because we wanted to do Peter Pan, since we had not. It was a long wait, any other time. So it was like 20 minutes. So we decided to do that instead.
Did they have some enhancements for Haunted Mansion? I'm trying to remember.
They have the actors on the outside.
Okay.
We only saw them when we were coming off, and there was the, I don't know if it was the caretaker. No, it wasn't the caretaker. He was like a butler with a bell, and he was really funny, because one of the other people there was ringing his bell, and he was shouting at them. So that was pretty funny.
Yeah. Oh, they had some people, when you get off on the right-hand side, I think there's like a lawn there, kind of. There were some actors up there, and they were doing a little comedy show.
Right.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't think there was anything inside, because the Pirates had a couple of actors.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
And we saw that one. It wasn't that different from the normal Pirates ride.
Oh, did you do the Hocus Pocus show?
Yeah, we definitely did. That's how we ended the night.
Yeah, was that fun?
It was great. I love Oogie Boogie. He's like one of my favorite characters, so I was so happy that he was so prominent in the show.
Did you get a popcorn bucket?
Of course I did. But then I had to carry it around, so I was so happy to have it. But I don't know how people can bring those to get refilled because I couldn't stand holding it for more than 20 minutes.
I always make fun of Auntie Judy because she always buys the popcorn bucket that you can do refills and then forgets to bring it into the park every day.
I think she's forgetting on purpose. I think she just doesn't want to carry it.
That's it. I know. I think that's how they get us. They know we won't come back to refill it. All right.
Oh, before we leave the Halloween party, I have to tell you our costumes because they were pretty unique.
Yes. Tell me.
I was Esmeralda, who is the gypsy from the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
And my husband dressed up as Claude Frollo, who was the archdeacon. He was like the priest who was in love with the gypsy. So it's a pretty messed up costume duo, but they matched nonetheless.
Very creative. Jay, comments?
Yes, we had one of the cast members go, Esmeralda, what are you doing with him?
Perfect. I love how they're so, they know, they're so good at guessing that kind of stuff. And you got to send me a pictures for our website and Facebook when we do your release. I would love to see a picture of that.
Will.
Nice.
We did the photo pass picture outside of Haunted Mansion with the lantern, and that's like one of my favorite pictures from the whole trip. It was so cool.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, especially because you're fans of the Haunted Mansion. I love it.
Yes.
All right, let's keep telling stories. We love when we hear, everyone likes to hear good stories. You got any good stories or pixie dust moments from this trip?
Splash Mountain. So this is my first time riding Splash Mountain because it was down every other time I've been to Disney.
Oh, wow.
And I had no idea that it was like mostly a dark ride and then just a flume ride at the end.
Yeah.
I was so delighted by Splash Mountain. It's amazing. So I really wanted my mom to go on it. And she was like, okay, I'm going to do one roller coaster type ride, which this counted as a roller coaster type ride.
Yeah.
So we get through the whole thing. And the picture of us going down Splash Mountain is so hilarious because, I'm just having a blast. My dad's having a blast. Dan, my husband, is doing his acting as Claude Frollo because he had to act like Frollo the whole night. So he's hamming it up in the front row. And then my mom, in the sheer look of terror on her face, is so funny. It was like worth making her go on it just for that picture alone.
I am so with you, Allison, on that. Those pictures, we've bought those pictures. My wife used to buy them all when you had to buy them individually. I remember when the kids were little. But yeah, you can, hey, Thanksgiving's coming up. You can bring those pictures out and make fun of Mom.
Exactly. It's a whole story in a picture.
I love it. Tell me some more stories.
So we had a lot of money to spend from the Disney credit card. It's like the Visa card and you get rewards dollars. So I turned them all into gift cards. Right. So we had some money to spend on souvenirs, and I was buying all these things. I got a Haunted Mansion ornament and the Haunted Mansion apron, and we were looking at all of these things. So I told my husband that he could get whatever he wants, and he was like, can I get a Baymax plush? And I was like, sure. I mean, whatever you want. He's like, even the $50 one? I'm like, sure, Dan, you can get whatever you want. So he leaves for a minute, and he comes back. I couldn't even see him. He's carrying the biggest Baymax plush I've ever seen. His arms are like barely wrapping around the other side. And I was like, that's what you want? That is the size of our entire suitcase. He's like, yeah, I want the Baymax plush. I was like, all right, whatever. So that ended up being his carry-on on the way back home. It was so gigantic. It couldn't fit anywhere else.
Did you have to pay for another seat?
No, we didn't. He put it in the overhead compartment and told me it would be okay because Baymax is a robot. You don't need to breathe up there.
Did he catch some, were people like giving him really funny looks getting on the plane?
I mean, we're all coming from Disney, so I think everybody like understood at least, or were amused enough they didn't say anything.
Where did he get that one?
We just got it at the World of Disney store.
Wow,
and we had that shipped
cool.
to the resort because I didn't want to carry it all through Disney Springs.
Okay. Yeah, that would be kind of awkward, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's a great service, though, because we were heading off to Halloween Horror Nights, and you can just fill out a little form at the register, and they'll just bring everything to the gift shop of your resort to pick up another day.
Great tip. We don't say that one. I was thinking of that one recently. We got to tell everyone on our podcast about that. Yeah, you got to take advantage of that as long as you're not going home the next day. Definitely.
Yeah, I think they said make sure it's at you're giving 24 hours for delivery.
Yeah.
So as long as you've got a couple more days on your reservation, then you're good.
All right. Wow. Good stories. Did I catch them all?
I think so.
All right. Let's talk about anything that you thought was overrated at Disney World.
Okay. So I'm totally with you, Kurt, on this Cheshire Cat tail. That was my one snack credit regret.
Yeah, I wasn't, I've heard a lot of people talked about it. I'm glad I tried it. It's just not my thing so much. It's chocolatey.
No, I'm not even glad I tried it. I'm like sad that I tried it. It was that bad.
Really? What was your disappointment with the Cheshire Cat tail?
I don't know. I like pastries and I like chocolate and I like croissants, but I felt like it was like mushy. I don't know if they didn't cook it right or what. But it was the only snack credit that I'm like, oh man, I wish I didn't use it on this.
All right, we got the Cheshire Cat tail controversy now.
I know.
Me and Allison aren't on board. I'm not going to give up a cinnamon roll for a Cheshire Cat tail. Yeah. All right.
I didn't try that, so next time I'll have to try the cinnamon roll.
Yeah, the one in Gaston's. You'll have to try that.
Did you say you like the Big Mickey one better now?
Yeah, I am on record of saying the colossal Mickey head in Animal Kingdom. Yeah, that one is really awesome for sure. Peter Pan. Yeah, I see Peter Pan showing his age.
So, yeah, it was not really like my favorite movie as a kid, so I don't have the nostalgia for it. And it's still a cool ride, and the ride system's great. But they need to like retouch the paint or something. I don't know. I just really feel like it looks kind of old.
All right. I love you working on this list. Sometimes the overrated ones are hard.
They are hard.
Any others?
Let's see. I think I already talked about the other two I had on my list.
Oh, yeah, the Halloween Space Mountain.
Yeah.
The dark. All right, what's something you thought was underrated? You got a bunch of those, too.
Yeah, so I told you about Navi River Journey and how I liked it more than Flight of Passage.
Right.
So I liked Flight of Passage. I just felt like kind of sick when I left it. So if somebody told me I could ride that again, I would say no thank you.
Yeah, I get a little sick on it, too.
But I loved the street performers at Animal Kingdom. They were definitely underrated.
Yeah,
I had no idea going in that there were so many street performers in all the different country or continents that we saw acrobats. We saw someone playing a very strange African instrument. It was amazing. They're so talented.
I am totally on board with you. Yes, I've known about the acrobats in Africa. They've been around for a while. I've seen other acts kind of pop up that you don't hear about. One time I was walking through there and they had some birds of flight. They were doing some demonstrations in Africa, and
interesting.
I think he's not there anymore, but the sitar player in the Asia area, I was really disappointed to hear that his contract was ending because we sat there and I recorded it for the live podcast. You may have heard it. Mesmerizing.
Yeah, it is so cool to see all of that.
Yeah, did you see some musical acts? There's an area there kind of near the Flame Tree Barbecue.
Yeah, we did see a few, but not many.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Great. Any other compliments for street performers there?
I think that's just about what we saw. Nice. We were moving constantly. We had a reservation at Tusker House, so we needed to make sure to get over there.
Well, that's a great point. I try to tell people, Mama is the worst sometimes of this. Like you're right. You're on your way to something like a fast pass or a dinner reservation, and then something catches your eye, like a street performer, and I really recommend that you stop. I get kind of annoyed with people that just keep walking by and miss the entertainment. But that's me. All right. What else was underrated?
I thought the Goofy meet and greets were underrated, but I don't know if everybody thinks that he's underrated. Maybe everybody already knows this and I'm the last to figure it out. But Goofy has really like taken my spot for the best character to meet because every time we met him, he was just so funny and so interactive.
Nice. Where did you meet him?
We met him 3 times. I met him in Animal Kingdom in Dino Land, and he was so funny. He had Dan stand all the way over to the side because he just wanted to take a picture with me, and then he noticed my ears, and then he called Dan over again. So that was really funny.
He's the goof.
We met him again. Yeah, we met him again at Tusker House because we did that lunch, and then we met him in Epcot.
All right. Yep, the goof. Love the goof. All right.
Great.
You have one more that I'm seeing here that you said.
All right, last one on my list is the Voyage of the Little Mermaid in Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
I thought it was just going to be, like a time filler. We had gotten off Star Tours, and we were both feeling kind of queasy. We just needed to sit in air conditioning for a while. So I was going to go into the Voyage of the Little Mermaid, and it was great. I loved it. The first 5 minutes were absolutely incredible when they have the lasers through the mist or the fog, and it looks like you're underwater. And then they have all of those crazy puppets come out. That was incredible.
Mama loves that. She makes us go to that show every time. She loves that show.
As she should.
All
It's
right.
fantastic.
I'm glad to hear that. All right. Let's see. We talked about some of your extras. Now you did the Halloween party. Oh, I see a couple others that you did. Let's talk about the other 2 extras that you did.
Yeah, so we did, like I said in my intro, as many dessert parties as I could afford. So we did the Happily Ever After and the Frozen Ever After dessert party.
Which one was your favorite?
Happily Ever After, I think, because
Okay.
that fireworks show is incredible.
It is all of that. And I don't think I've heard the Frozen Ever After. What was that one?
That one's at Epcot, and that one was pretty great, too. They have a lot of interesting desserts. They had, like, grilled flatbread. They had fondue. They had a bunch of desserts. There was one Dan got that was, like, they used, I don't know, they made mousse, like birthday cake mousse frozen, and then you could eat it like ice cream. So then you watch Illuminations at Epcot, and then once Illuminations is over, they give you a walk right over to Frozen Ever After, and you get to go on the ride. So it's like you're kind of buying a fast pass too with the whole package.
Okay, and where is the dessert party held?
It's right kind of between Mexico and Norway, and it's right against the water.
Okay, all right. I don't think I've heard about that one. Good for people to know. Yeah, those are really great. The Star Wars one we hear is really good too. You didn't do that one though.
We didn't have enough nights because we're going to Universal for Halloween Horror Nights for 2 nights. So we couldn't see all the fireworks show, even though we wanted to.
Yeah, so you did some Universal. Was it just for the Halloween Horror Nights that you did that?
It was, yeah. That was an incredible event.
Nice.
But they also had a lot of rides open, so we could go in Diagon Alley, and that was great, too.
Oh, great. So, yeah, what were the hours of that? How long did you do that for?
So that went from about 6 p.m. until 2 a.m.
Did you last the whole time till 2 a.m.?
We did. Nice. The whole time.
Wow.
And then we got up for rope drop the next day at Disney. Twice.
You guys really, you must have been exhausted when you got home from this trip.
I know. I was like, I am so sad for this trip to be over, but I need to sleep sometime.
Hope you left, did you get home on a Saturday and sleep all day Sunday?
We did, yeah. That was the plan.
That's a good idea. So what's the best parts of the Halloween Horror Nights at Universal?
So they create 10 haunted houses. 5 of them are based off of movies, or usually movies like Halloween or Poltergeist. And then 5 of them are original concepts, and the production value is over the top. Yeah. It is like movie sets. They're so amazing. So you can walk through all of these different haunted houses, and people jump out at you, and it's really cool. So that was my favorite part.
Oh, nice. So it was worth it to do that then.
I love all that scary stuff.
Yeah, cool. My family loves all of that stuff. We have them back here in Connecticut. I know you're from New Hampshire, so we're not that far away. I don't know. You must have haunted cornfields, or you have haunted man.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, we have that too. We have the ESPN location in Bristol, Connecticut. People know ESPN. It's part of Disney now too. Right across the street is this long time, one of the oldest amusement parks in the country, if not the oldest, called Lake Compounce, and they do They've been doing a Halloween thing there for years. It's very popular. It's kind of a walkthrough for kids to jump out at you and scare you. Chainsaws coming at you and stuff like that.
Yeah. Halloween Horror Nights is
fun.
like that, but on a whole nother level.
Oh, I'm
so
sure.
If anybody likes Halloween,
Yeah.
like definitely go to this. My biggest advice is to just get the express pass. That gets you to the front of every line.
Yeah.
And it's really, you can do it in one night, but you need the express pass. So consider that part of the ticket price and just pay for it.
All right.
Because it can get more expensive than the admission in, but it was 100% worth it.
Perfect. So now, just going as adults, what's your favorite must-do for adults?
Those fireworks dessert parties are worth every penny. But like if you have a whole family, I can see how that would get very expensive very quickly.
Yeah.
But for 2 adults, it was totally worth it because we didn't have dinner those days, and they didn't have like a full dinner. But I was really surprised. I heard Holly talking about how they have the cheeseburger egg rolls at the Happily Ever After one.
Yeah.
So we ate a bunch of those. They had macarons and the ooey gooey cake. So they had plenty of food to eat. We stuffed ourselves. And then you get to watch fireworks, which is the best thing ever.
Well, I think, yeah, great point. The cost definitely when you do for a family is a lot more. And, you guys didn't have any kids holding you back so you could stay out till 2:00 in the morning.
Right.
And wake up at, what time did your rope drop? That's quite a...
So we got up at like 6:30.
Yeah, kids
and
would...
then rope drop. We were there before 8 for park open at 9.
I don't think you can run your kids that ragged. They would not make it.
Probably
I'm sure.
not.
I'm pretty
and I
sure.
almost couldn't run Dan that ragged, but he persisted.
I love it. Well, tell us
I would
then.
say,
Yeah.
Your podcast was really the one that helped me decide to do the dessert parties, because I think you guys were talking about how you either spend the money or you spend the time getting a good spot, especially for Happily Ever After, since it has the projections.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do all the rides, so I was going to spend the money and just go in for the good seating.
Well, you had a perfect excuse. It was your DisneyMoon.
I know, but now I'm spoiled, and I'm going to do that every time I go to Disney.
Boy, that's the truth, isn't it? when you ramp it up a little bit, it's hard to back down a little bit.
I know, right?
All right. Hey, you did a lot of new stuff. Did you learn anything new on this trip?
Yeah, so my first tip is just that stay on property. Everyone has to stay on property. It's unbelievable. Don't stay anywhere else. Don't try to save money. It's worth it to stay on property.
I agree. Yeah, what else?
I also learned that it's important to have a travel agent, but not all travel agents are the same. I booked through another agency, not connected with you guys in any way, and they made my reservations and everything, but that was about all I heard from her for the whole entire trip. Until she sent me some spatulas in the mail, I think to try and get in my good graces when I was like, hey, did you want to help me with anything? But I had done all the research, so I was good to go. But I booked my bounce back trip with Mama and Auntie Judy, and they have given me more attention in the last couple weeks than my other travel agent did in an entire year already. So I am very happy working with them. They're amazing.
Well, thank you so much. That was unsolicited.
Totally unsolicited, but really, they are so attentive. I mean, my next trip is not until December of 2019, and they're helping me plan it like it's this December, and they are so attentive.
Well, keep asking us questions. We will definitely take care of you, and we like to share it with our audience too, anything. And I think that bounce back, tell us about that bounce back offer. I think it's actually ended in October.
Yeah, I think it ended in October, but I guess they always have some sort of bounce back offer. It just changes.
Okay.
But for this one, if you bounce back within the next calendar year, get free dining for your whole trip. So we're going to stay at Pop Century next time, and we're going to get free quick service dining for the entire trip.
Yeah, and not that I'm pushing this, but check out if you wanted to upgrade, you could pay the difference to upgrade, because we did that for a client. It was pretty reasonable, so you could ask them about that.
Yeah, we're going to try and figure out where we want to eat and price it out and see if it's worth it.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not trying to push it. That's an option.
Right.
I didn't know it was an option, and we did that for Auntie Judy's nephew, and it was because they were going to pay out of pocket for a couple, like like the castle and a couple of things. Like, wow, if you do the upgrade, you're going to get that and save yourself some money actually. So,
right.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Well, you learned something too, because on the bounce back, you booked in December. We weren't sure until we checked on this, right? And you said that you booked
right
in the beginning of the offer, but your dates carried after, but you still got the offer.
Right. As long as the start of your trip is within that window, then you can extend the trip however long you want after.
And again, it was the free meal plan.
Pretty great.
Was the bounce back, right? So that's a good deal.
Yes.
Nice. Thank you so much for thinking of us, Allison. I appreciate you thinking of us. That's
sure.
Very nice.
I had originally booked the other trip before I listened to your podcast, and especially before you guys were travel agents. So that was kind of already done.
Yeah.
But I was glad to hear you guys, because you were giving so much advice. Like I said, more advice than my travel agent. But it was natural progression for you guys to do it. So I'm glad that you are.
Thank you. You're not the first one to tell me that, so I appreciate that. All right. What else? Yeah, tell me more. What else was new?
So I know everyone says it, but you have to rope drop. That is how you're going to get the most out of your days, is just get there, just get up. No matter what you do, you just have to get to rope drop, especially at Animal Kingdom. So park open was 9 a.m., but they actually let us into the park starting at 8:20. So we got there early, and they had us already walking to Pandora. We were in Pandora by like 8:30, 8:40, and they already started running the ride. So it's totally worth it to get there for rope drop.
Yeah, we were hearing this and had this question recently posted someone messaged me this. So that is great advice. Get there. You definitely hear that from us. We are big proponents of rope drop. That is we're morning people too, but yeah, you can beat a lot of those crowds and get a lot done early. Perfect. What else?
I love the resort mugs. I didn't even know that was a thing, but they were so amazing. So you get the mug for part of the dining plan. You just get it for free, but I think it's like $19 around there if you don't have the dining plan.
Right.
And you can get free coffee, tea, and soda at the resort. So we would drink it at the resort, but then fill it up with coffee for our bus ride over for rope drop, and then just enjoy it while we're standing in line. And then once we get in the park, you can't get free refills, but you can get the ice water at any of the quick service places. You can fill it up at the water fountain. So that's how we kept hydrated all day, because it kind of forces you to drink the whole thing.
Nice. Did you get the Halloween resort mug?
No, and that is a sore subject. I saw yours, and I thought it was a possibility, but then all they had were pink top regular ones. That was really sad.
That is sad. See, I know. And I see they got the Christmas mugs coming out for Christmas time. So yeah, I hope they get them out there for people. I
hope they account for the demand of it. Right.
That's right.
Because I just saw your pictures of it when you posted it, but I didn't hear your trip report until I think that was last week or 2 weeks ago when you talked about all the things you had to go through to get it. And now it makes sense that he got them.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you heard the story. Mama, she was responding to a survey or emailing the manager because they had some card in our room, and she's just, I'm gonna respond and email them. And the manager actually mailed the mugs to us. 2 more.
That's awesome.
3, I think she sent us. I don't know. So that was very thoughtful. I see you got one more thing that you learned on this trip. These are great.
Yeah. So I told you about how long it took us to get to Animal Kingdom Lodge. So I'm going to say just Uber. If you need to take 2 buses to get somewhere, just Uber. It's $10 to $15, and it will save you an hour and a half of your life. So just Uber. Ubers are everywhere. Lyft is everywhere. We used both, and it was fine.
And we don't want to lose an hour and a half of our life when we're in Disney World.
Exactly. Exactly. Not at Disney.
If you're with Allison, you're on a schedule. You got to
every minute.
Every minute counts.
I also thought of another one. I remember you saying you canceled one of your reservations, but then someone in your party got on the phone and told them about it and got the fee waived. Because I think if you cancel within 24 hours, they charge you $10 a person.
Yeah, it depends on the restaurant.
Yeah, I think the other tip I heard that we used and it worked is you can reschedule your reservation for later. So we had a reservation for the Friday that we didn't want anymore. So we rescheduled it for Sunday and then canceled it from there. So we didn't get the fee.
Oh, okay. We actually, Mama called, but we actually did have people in our party that were sick. We had Ben and Ellie weren't feeling well, so we didn't lie, but they did waive the fee.
Right. I don't talking to people on the phone, so I would rather do it all through the app.
Yeah. I don't encourage lying. But
No.
Let's see. Anything, so you were a planner, I bet, for this trip. Did anything go differently than you planned?
Yeah, we actually had our entire Friday booked at Animal Kingdom, all our fast passes, and then we had reservations at the Edison. But then that was our last park day, and we just wanted to go to Magic Kingdom another day.
Yeah.
So we actually canceled all our fast passes, even the Flight of Passage one. We canceled everything, canceled our dining reservation, and just went to Magic Kingdom. So I think everybody says it, but have a plan, but be willing to change things if you want to. Because at the end of the day, it's your vacation. Do what you want to do what makes you happy.
Yeah, I was just counseling someone, and I say this, I don't know if everyone does this, Mom or Judy even talk about this, but they were saying, hey, what should I do? I'm going for a week. And I said, well, you probably got to do Magic Kingdom 2 days. You got to do Hollywood Studios a day. You got to do Animal Kingdom at least a day. Epcot, I would do 2 days, but I don't know for your family if you would. Maybe one day you just leave as a wild card, like you just kind of did.
Mm-hmm.
And see how the week goes, especially if you're new, and go, you know what? We'd like to go to, change your mind and go, figure it out halfway through.
Exactly. And there's so much to do that even if you don't have the best fast passes for that day, you're going to have a great time anyway. There's so much stuff that you can do.
Yeah. If you've been to the park already once, maybe you don't need to fast pass, the most popular one. Depending on the time of year you're there, you might luck out and, get some decent fast passes too. So
exactly.
All right. Anything greatly exceed or disappoint on your expectations for this trip?
So we started doing some pin trading, and I was really excited to do it because it's like a little souvenir that you can have. And we enjoyed pin trading, and the cast members were all great. But anytime we looked at their boards or their lanyards, it's like all of the good ones had been taken, and they were just left with these kind of weird pins to choose from. So we did find some here and there, but I was kind of like, I thought, I'd be trading something of equal value to the one I'm giving, but I'm giving you a cool Mickey one, and I'm getting this weird, misshapen Mickey hat, maybe? I don't know. So
yeah, that is
okay.
true.
I enjoyed it.
It's not the pin trading is not the quality of some of the pins that you would purchase for sure. So that's
exactly.
a great point to make. It's a great point to make.
It's still fun.
Yeah, you're right.
And I think kids would have so much fun doing it. But as an adult, I still was happy with the trades that I made. But a lot of cast members, I was like, thank you for letting me look. I don't really need to trade anything.
It feels kind of awkward sometimes.
Yeah, right. But I guess they can't take it personally. So.
I hear what you're saying. And, that's why we've recommended people, go get the authorized pins from eBay or get a big lot of them that you don't care about trading away. And if you've got kind of a little strategy, like I like to collect sometimes the countries with the Mickey heads or the birds. What do you call it? The orange birds. I like the orange birds. Something like
cute.
Or there's little sets that you can collect so you can make it fun that way. Great.
Right.
Good one. What else?
We did, so that Friday that we went to Magic Kingdom and didn't really have any fast passes, we did the pirate adventure in Adventureland.
Right.
And you go and you can pick up a pirate map over there, and you go around Adventureland and you scan your magic band at these different places, and it kind of sends you to another place. It's like a treasure map that you follow, and that was really great.
I love it. We recommend that all the time. Did you get some fast passes for pirates too?
Yeah, so you do 2 maps and then you get a fast pass.
Nice.
But then we did all 5 maps, and at the end they're like, good job, you're a captain of adventure. There's nothing when you do all 5. I was like, come on, I want a pen or maybe a card, like a Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom card or something.
Yeah, right. Good.
High five, guys. Good job. Okay.
I'm proud of you for doing 5. How long did that take you to do?
A couple hours, but that's when we did all of the ice cream floats in Magic Kingdom. So
I love how you're doing this. All right. You're like a veteran.
I did so much research for this trip. So much.
All right. What else?
If there's a festival at Epcot, you need to use all your snack credits on that day.
Yep.
So we were there during Food and Wine. I guess there's a festival in Epcot for most of the year.
Really, yeah.
So we were there during Food and Wine, and we just saved all our snack credits for that day. We didn't have any sit-down meals, and we just used, 10 snack credits that day, just getting different meals, different dishes all the way around. It was awesome.
Great tip. Yeah, I really enjoyed the quick service meal plan for that reason. Exactly. I felt like inhibited to do whatever, eat and snack all I wanted. So that's great.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And it was such good value.
I love it. Yeah. Did you have do you remember anything in particular that you enjoyed?
So I had one that was like in the Africa booth, and it was the piri piri shrimp. So it was like shrimp on a skewer with spices, and then it came with couscous and black-eyed peas. That one was really good.
I'm glad I had a good dinner tonight, Allison.
I know, right?
Well, we do put that warning out there. It's somewhere. It's a law. If you're listening to the Geekin' on WDW podcast, you got to eat before you listen to our show.
Right.
All right. Anything that you would have done differently on your next trip?
So I think next time I'm still going to want to do as many things as possible, but I will take more breaks. Every day it kind of got to the 2 p.m. time, and I was like, okay, we either need to take a break now or we're committed to staying the whole day because there won't be enough time to leave and come back. So it was like, oh, but there's one more thing. Oh, but the parade is starting. Oh, but we can do this. So a lot of days we just ended up staying the whole day and not taking that break.
There is so much to do, isn't there?
Yes.
Good one.
Always something else to do.
What else are you going to do differently?
I had good shoes, but then with the rain, sometimes there were puddles. So make sure you have 2 pairs of sneakers that are really comfortable so that if one is wet, you don't have to wear wet sneakers the whole time.
Yes.
I mean, this is just common sense stuff, but...
Yeah, you might not think of it if you've never been to Florida. It just rains a lot.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Right, it does. Every day, heavy rain.
All right, you got one more.
And then also pack light. So think very carefully about what you want to bring into the park. I had a backpack and I enjoyed carrying my backpack, but I didn't have much inside, just a wallet, my resort mug, and a poncho. Bring a backpack if you want to, but don't fill it with too many things. But again, I don't have kids, so I think kids need a lot of accessories and stuff. So
yeah, and you got to have room to put your Baymax in there.
No, that gets shipped right to the resort.
Oh,
I can't carry that around in public.
He won't fit in the backpack either. All right. These are great tips, actually, but I always ask this question for anyone listening. People listen to podcasts to get tips for their next trip, Allison. So what's some of your best tips and strategies for the newbie?
So I said it before, I'll say it again, have a plan, but be flexible. So don't be afraid to cancel things, but know kind of what's in the area. I would study a map beforehand if you've never been.
Yeah.
So you kind of know okay, this is my fast pass. Here are the other rides that usually have a shorter wait that I could do in the area before or after.
Yeah, that is probably the biggest Geek and Family tip we always hear. Good. Give us some more.
Rope drop. You've got to do rope drop. Get out early as fast as you can. Don't eat breakfast till you get to the park. Whatever you need to do to get there at rope drop, because the crowds are a lot smaller in the morning, and then when you get to the afternoon, waits start getting longer.
Absolutely. I taught you well. Give me some more.
You did. We were using our cell phones, and now you have to with the My Disney Experience app. And so I was always worried about my cell phone losing charge. They have fuel rods in the park, which is just a portable battery that you can use that you can plug into your phone. And the cool thing about this is when the battery is spent, you can just exchange them for free at different locations. They have them at every resort lobby. They have them in every park. Magic Kingdom has them in 5 different places.
Yeah.
So that was great to never have to worry about charging anything. You just buy one once at the beginning. I think it's $25.
Yeah.
And then you can just keep exchanging them forever.
Yeah, I think it's 30 actually. I was looking at that when I was down there, and
It's 30 in the park, but if you buy it online before, it's only 20.
oh, good tip. Thank you for correcting me. And is it good now that you've been home? Are you using it?
I don't use it as much at home, but just for peace of mind in the park, never having to plug it into a wall and stand there somewhere, it was great.
I like the size of it too. It's like you said, a fuel rod. It's kind of a small, stubby little thing. And did it give you a full charge?
Yep, I could charge it up at least 1.5 times, sometimes 2, but it was always able to like switch it out because they're everywhere. Those little kiosks. So you're always within, a couple minutes walk of another kiosk to switch it out if you really need it.
So you're saying I can get that on Amazon?
I think I had to go to the Fuel Rod website. I don't think they have it on Amazon.
All
they
right.
might now, though. I don't know.
I'm going to circle back with you on that because I definitely want to have that. I want to have one more. I've got this big kind of bulky one that is kind of a pain. All right. Keep telling me some more advice for newbies.
So I got the Disney Visa like a year in advance. And I think I don't get any like credit or referral or anything. But if you're responsible with credit cards, I highly recommend it because I just charged all my groceries, anything I could charge on it, and you get cash back. Yeah. And we just like kept it the whole year. So we ended up with about $500 in rewards money just on a gift card to spend. So it was great to go down and be able to have the whole vacation paid off, including the meals, and then also be able to buy any souvenirs that we wanted, pay for tips. Because the dining plan doesn't include tips. You need to pay that yourself. So you can use the rewards money to pay for tips.
Yeah, perfect. We do that. Awesome. I actually like the Southwest card too for flights. But all right, what else?
So we got the PhotoPass Memory Maker package. And so that gets you pictures, like every ride picture and all around the park. But when you're doing the PhotoPass pictures with those photographers, make sure you ask for magic shots. Sometimes they would suggest them, like have you do a silly little thing, and then they put in something else later. But I found more often than not, I needed to ask them for one if they had any available, and then they would do one.
Perfect advice. I love that. Good job. Let's see what's one thing from this trip you would recommend to your family and friends? What have you been telling them?
Everyone has to watch the fireworks. I've never seen fireworks like this before.
And which fireworks?
All of them. I don't know. My dad told me that my fact should be that I've never missed fireworks since I was a fetus. And I told him that's not exactly true. But we do go to a lot of fireworks. My dad raised us to go see like 3 or 4 fireworks shows every 4th of July season. So we've always seen fireworks. But I guess my favorite would be Happily Ever After. But I did hear the Star Wars ones are good. I just haven't seen them yet.
All right. Well, was there something that you didn't know before the trip and you either found it during your research or you stumbled upon it while you were there?
Yeah, you talked about the Sam the Eagle America show in Liberty Square.
Yeah.
And we made a point to go back and watch that on Friday, and that was awesome. That was so much fun.
The Muppets, they just kind of pop up there in Liberty Square, and people walk by not even paying attention. But yeah, there's two different shows.
It was really funny. I enjoyed it a lot. I liked when he said that the singing Muppets were interrupting America.
Great show. All right. And what else? I think you got one other.
Yeah, so at Disney Springs at Sprinkles, you can go in and get cupcakes and everything, which is great. I think they also have ice cream. But you can also just get a frosting shot, which is a little cup of just frosting with no cake, which is amazing. And I'm so excited about it. So we went and did that twice because I really like sugar. So we just had lots of frosting.
Do you pay for them or they just...
Yeah, you pay for them. I think it's $1.50 or so, but it was so worth it because sometimes you just want the frosting and you don't want the cake.
I love that. I'd never heard that one before. See, I learned something. I always learn something on this podcast. Wow, Allison, you have been a lot of fun. This has been lots of great tips on this. This has been a fantastic show. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we head out?
I don't think anything really big except for they had some really cool souvenirs. You just got to go into all of the little shops. Like they had We got some of the stretching room portraits made with Nightmare Before Christmas characters.
Oh, yeah.
So we found 2 of them while we were there. So, like, there's a Sally one as the girl with the parasol, but instead of the alligator, it's that stocking snake.
Oh, yeah.
Instead. Yeah, so there's a lot of really cool souvenirs, but you got to pop in all the shops to find them.
Where'd you get that one?
We got one of them at Disney Springs and the other one at Epcot, maybe? I don't know. It's all a blur now.
Well, you've got a bounce. So you got a trip coming up, right?
Yes, we're going. Well, I mean, coming up. It's over a year away. But that means I can do all my research again for over a year.
Where are you staying on this? Where's your bounce back scheduled for?
It's going to be at Pop Century.
All right. Well, thank you so much for booking it with us. That was very thoughtful of you, and we enjoy working with you, Allison. You're awesome.
It's great. I've had such a great experience with them so far.
Well, stay in touch, all right?
Sure.
And we'll be talking to you definitely in the next year. We'll talk to you later, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Wow, did you write down a bunch of great trip tips from this episode? I know I did. Although Allison just described her experience with such enthusiasm, even when she might not have been too thrilled sometimes. There was a little bit of disappointment, but I really like that positive tone for our podcast, and it's an honest opinion. That's great job by Allison. Next up, we got Bruna Matskevich. If you remember, Bruna did her pre-trip report a few episodes ago, and this is going to be her full trip report. Bruna's the one that had never been to Disney World before in her life, so it's going to be a lot of fun hearing Bruna's full trip report. I got some shout outs. Thanks to Rachel Wright. We had a great chat. Rachel and I did a trip report not too long ago. I met her down in the parks, and we got on a video chat this week, and her work really is around social media, social marketing. She's got a job that's similar to what I do at work too. So I was really having a lot of fun talking to her. It was about some tips, making some plans for this year coming up for the Geekin' on WDW podcast. She gave me a great idea to share some of these tips out on social media and some of the other channels, like Pinterest or Instagram, Twitter. Yeah. So look for those. If you're on some of those other social marketing channels, I'm going to be sharing lots of tip sets. Something Rachel gave me a great idea for. Thank you, Rachel. Join me with her dogs. She's got 3 dogs, and so do I. Thanks to Shannon Marie for the awesome idea and inspiration that led to this Advent postings I've been doing out on our Facebook group. I looked at November's stats of people in our Facebook group who've been posting or commenting, and Facebook actually is now tracking that and shows that to me as the administrator. So I saw the stats, and after Shannon gave me this idea, that'd be a great way. She wanted to know a way that she could get to meet and that we can introduce some of the geeks from the Geekin' family. Great idea. So I've been counting down. It's like an Advent, those little Advent calendars that you have at home. So I think I'm up to right now, as we're talking, like 17. I'm doing all 25. These are from stats from November. It's a lot of fun, and people are sharing their experience with Disney World and their favorites from Disney World. Great idea, Shannon. I'm getting great compliments for that. Thank you so much for that idea. I really loved the question that I got from Kayla Thurman asking about Bay Lake Tower. So Kayla and I got on a video chat during the week, and we talked, and I gave her all as much information as I possibly could about Bay Lake Tower because it's my home resort for my DVC. And I did record that. I may post that out on the Facebook group, maybe YouTube channel. So look for that. Just another way that I'm looking to help you geeks with your Disney planning. Also, spoke to Mike Burke on the phone on my ride home from Boston. I was in a conference for a day in Boston, and on my way home, he helped me pass the time, and I think I answered a lot of his question. He's new to Walt Disney World. Actually, hasn't been in a long time. He was so excited to be going down there. He just found our podcast just recently. He had a bunch of questions. He was going down on this past Thursday, so he's down there right now, and I hope we all helped him out. He also posted some stuff in the Facebook group, so I'm so glad we were able to help Mike Burke out, and I hope he's having a great time with his family. He's actually staying at Bay Lake Tower too. I was so excited to see Holly Burkase, Holly's mom, Chris Cates, Jennifer Glambos, and Kelly Reese. We got a lot of people down in Disney World this December. I know Connie Caldaro is going down on Monday, and hopefully they'll get to meet Connie too. So cool to see those pictures coming in. Thank you so much, geeks. Have a great time. It's so much fun when you meet friends down in the parks. Hey, remember, I am very accessible, and I don't mind it when you guys contact me. I love it. Don't be surprised if I reach out to you to record a podcast, an intro, or a Facebook Live, or a quick online tip video maybe for our website. If you'd like to chat with me about anything, just email me at kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. Join us on our private Facebook group. This is an amazing group of caring and knowledgeable Disney World enthusiasts. You can contribute and get new tips to enhance your next vacation. We've even got a new Facebook group. It's our Run team, our Run Disney team. But you don't need to be in Facebook to join the Run Disney team. Just email me again at kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. We are doing some planning for the April 2019 Star Wars race. I got a Zoom meeting. That's an online platform for this Wednesday, December 12th at 7 p.m. We'll get together and talk about our Run Disney team. Don't forget, in January, me, Mama, Auntie Judy, Uncle Ken, we're going to be in Disney World. We got 2 meetups that you can come and meet us in person. Sunday, January 20th, 3 p.m. Jock Lindsay's down in Disney Springs. And also the following week, Sunday, January 27th, 10:30 a.m. La Cantina de San Angel for some nachos and frozen lime margaritas. Each week we share awesome tips for your Disney trip planning, but you can instantly gain that advantage by booking with Mama, Judy, EJ Cruz, and Jennifer Glambos. Email Judy and Mama at travelingtierras@gmail.com, and you can find EJ and Jennifer on their little Dole Whips Facebook page. We are authorized Disney planning agency through Fairy Tale Concierge. Again, thank you so much to Allison Lee for booking her bounce back trip with us, and she told you that was such a great endorsement of Mama and Auntie Judy. Auntie Judy was showing me this video that she has. She has a nephew that's going down with his family, his wife, 6-year-old daughter. Auntie Judy recorded video with princesses and Peter Pan, and her dad put together this amazing birthday video with like family saying happy birthday and all the Disney characters. And then they finished it with saying, "We're going to Disney World." That was so great, Auntie Judy. I didn't even know you did that. And she's been planning, her and Mom have been putting that trip together for this Christmas. That is so awesome. I said, Mama, that's what we do. We bring smiles and happiness to families as they're planning their Disney trip. We can just make it so much easier for them. And they're going to have such a great time when you get it planned just right. Remember to sign up for our email newsletter, the Geekin Gazette, at geekinonwdw.com. You'll receive a free packing checklist and a spreadsheet to help you plan your trip, just like we use ourselves and our travel clients. And we send out our favorite Disney news items, info on Disney package discounts, and news from our Geekin family. I hope you're having a fantastic Christmas season. This is getting exciting. Thanks for going geeking on Walt Disney World with us. We really appreciate you listening and geeking with us every single day. We love you, geeks. Have a magical day, and I hope all your dreams come true. I'm great.
Hi. Good.
How you doing?
Pretty good. Not so bad.
Finally.
I know. I was starting to think you thought I was boring, so you didn't want to hold it.
No, don't think that.
You just had some crazy days at work, sounds like.
Last week we had, so yes, thanks for being patient. No, it wasn't you at all. It was all me.
No problem.
Whew. Although I do have lots of podcasts in the recording ahead of you, so don't be surprised it doesn't come out right away. And it's not you again.
That's okay. I know you're always busy.
It's a good thing.
It is a good thing. The community has grown so much recently.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you the question, how long you've been a listener. So, it's that's not too surprising. It's kind of like a little snowball. You start down a hill, right?
Yeah, and you said you got into the top 10 this week?
I was number 10 on the iTunes Travel Top 200.
That is very cool.
I was, because, like I posted, I was excited to see number 11, but I was on that second row. I was like,
right.
Oh, look, I'm so close to being, how cool would it be to see us on the top? And then it was like the next day, came in at number 10.
And you did it. Yeah, that's great.
That is exciting. I think that particular algorithm, from what I've heard people talk about, it depends on a lot of things. They speculate, podcasters speculate about it, but I think new listeners is really high on, I think they count that very high on their algorithm because you'll see, and the reason I think that too is because sometimes you'll see new podcasts kind of hit the list. I'll even see the new Disney podcasts, and they'll kind of go, you'll see them go kind of high in the list, and then they just fade away because they've just started their, all of their listeners are new.
Right.
And then I think longevity, because there was about a year or more ago, we would hit this list. Like, we weren't always in there, but when I released the episode, obviously I'd kind of peek in there and then I'd pop out, and then I wouldn't be in there for the rest of the week. And then next Monday, after a couple days after releasing, I'd show up in there and then drop off. And I'm like, wow, what does it take to get in there? And then one day I just went in and didn't come out.
That's awesome.
I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to that kind of stuff, but
I know you know all that tech stuff. It made sense last time when you were talking about how you were in the tech industry, so then this was like a natural progression.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think the techies like try out all this stuff first. If you look at adoption rates of technology or all kinds of, especially technology, obviously, we're kind of the first adopters. Mm-hmm. Or they find out. The crew that I hung out with and that led me to Disney World, they were always leading edge of different things. Blogging was, I'm thinking back to, and just so many different things. And then there was Twitter, and they were posting with cell phones like early on, pictures and stuff. Like, wow, I can just remember all of these things that they adopted early on. So there's always something new coming out that they're trying.
Yeah.
So that is all cool. I got your notes. Thank you so much. I didn't even read through them all together, but that's okay. I'm a professional.
Okay.
Yeah. So like I said, if, so far you're sounding great. Let me look at my recorder. Looks like, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. So it looks like we're recording you. That is good.
Woohoo.
Are you ready to go?
Yes, ready.
So if it gets garbled or something, I might, don't worry if I say, hey, let's just do that again. It got garbled.
Sure.
And we'll rehash it. We'll just stop and then I'll edit the bad parts out. All right. Did you have a good day today?
Yeah, not too bad. A Tuesday, rainy Tuesday.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you've been getting as much rain as we have ever since we got back
So
from
much
Disney
rain.
World. Yeah, it's crazy.
I feel like it's been raining for weeks since I got back from Disney.
Same for us. We came back in September.
Yeah.
It hasn't stopped raining.
Yeah, right.
We were so excited that we didn't get rained on too bad when we were in Florida, but came back home and it's raining all the time.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
had rainstorms like every day, but we just lucked out and missed it.
Yeah, cool. Well, I'm gonna ask you all the Disney questions and trip questions as we get into this. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Well, you don't have to hang up. That was kind of the end.
Okay.
What a great job! I love the enthusiasm of our people that we have in this Geekin' family. That was awesome.
I'm so glad to have somebody to talk Disney about. My husband's tired of listening to it.
Did he enjoy himself?
Oh, he had a blast too, but you know how Disney geeks can get. We're like very intense about our Disney knowledge.
We're kind of annoying, huh?
Yeah, he's like, I just don't want to talk about Disney right now. You can tell me about it tomorrow. So my current thing is that I'm trying to get him to go to Disneyland this summer.
Okay.
So he says I need to stop asking about it for at least a month,
Okay.
and then we can revisit the topic.
I think you're gonna wear him down, though.
I know, I think so. So I'm trying to be good and not mention it too much to him.
That's right. You know, Mom's never been there. We will have to do a Disneyland trip. I did it when I was in college, just a long, long time ago. So
Yeah, so you got to go back.
I think, with the travel agency stuff, I was thinking, they had a training thing. I think we might just like book it and kind of include it as part of a training too, or something.
Should definitely do that.
Yeah, we will eventually. You know what? We're just so addicted to Florida too. We even when we did our honeymoon, our 25th wedding anniversary trip, we thought about doing just her and I going to Alani and then doing Disneyland.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, we thought about doing that as a trip, but you know what? Like I said in the beginning when you and I were talking, we love our big family trips. We got 3 kids and we wanted to kind of share that with them. So we used our points down in Bay Lake Tower to do that. But
Yeah,
one of these, and we should like sharing our trips with Judy and Ken, and Judy doesn't fly too. So
Oh, okay. Oh, right. They drive down every time.
they drive. So yeah. So I don't know. It'll happen one of these days.
Definitely. Now you have to because you're doing the travel agency.
Yeah, right. It's part of the job.
In the name of research. Yep.
Well, you were so much fun, Allison. I'm glad. Hey, this is the first time I ever did my cell phone for recording. So
Yeah, it was pretty okay, right? How was the sound?
I think so. It sounds like a cell phone, but Skype isn't all that.
True.
It's not all that great, anyways. Too, but we didn't have any garbled at all, except for the time when it quit for no reason.
Yeah, right. That was weird.
But it all worked good. So thank you so much.
Awesome.
I'll let you know when it
Thank
comes.
you so much.
Yeah, thank you. And if you have any questions for us, don't hesitate. If anything comes up, whatever, right?
Definitely. Thank you.
Yep. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.